Good morning, everyone. Today is going to be a big day. We have some resetting to do in a couple of these beds up here. Going to plant some corn in these beds. We're going to plant a ton of trees and then just all sorts of random chores we have to do. Jacques probably coming around the street right now, so let's get to it. So the first thing we want to do is clear out these radishes. They actually look incredible. Look at these bunches of radishes. They are looking gorgeous. They're actually quite sweet. I'll kind of show you. But they're all coming to fruition at the same time. So we're gonna clear this out and reset this bed. So we found all these grubs in the radish bed. I'm gonna see if the chickies like them or not. I'm just gonna put this in there. Let's see if you guys like that at all. Gucci's already like, I don't know what you just tried to serve me, but I don't want it. They are very curious. Curious, but uninterested, I think. So we're back here in the outdoor sink zone, and this is what I mean. You want to come through. It's not really for rinsing. We'll do that later, but these were just in the sun, and what I want to do is preserve them before I actually have to process them. And so I'm just going to come through. It's called taking the field heat off, and just cool them down a little bit. So we'll give them a rinse. We'll put them in the shade. I've got other stuff to do right now at the homestead. I can't really deal with these radishes right now, but if I had left them out in the sun, I would have deleted about a month of proper growth. And so I'm just going through and cooling these down a bit. And we'll come back, we'll do something with these pretty soon. So we planted out some beans in this front bed actually on succession. So direct sowed the left side and then transplanted in some starts on the right side to replace the radishes. Now we are just checking, and actually the soil here, if you take a look at it, it's quite nice. It's nice and moist. We added some worm castings in this one as well. But this is the bed that last fall, I believe, Jacques, we cover cropped. Yep. And it's kind of interesting to see how the texture of this soil, in my opinion, is better. It feels really nice. It's definitely better. And so all we're doing is just mixing in some of those worm castings, and then I think we'll probably end up putting tomatoes here. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. It's the middle of the day. There's a couple beds here in the front yard that still need to get planted in. I'm gonna show you. It's that one right there where the trellis is, and then also this low one, which I'm gonna put blue jade sweet corn in, a cool variety we actually grew last year in the spot that San Juan Capistrano is in. But I'm also gonna show you what we actually have planted in the front yard. Okay, in this front bed, on the other side of this trellis, I'm actually not gonna use the trellis at all because there's squash in the other side, which will take it over more or less completely. So I'm gonna go low here with an interesting combo of lettuce and beans. So I have some sort of speckled lettuce here. We'll pop these ones out. We didn't start too much lettuce, at least not into mid-spring into summer. So these are some starts, and I'm just gonna intermingle them. I mean, it's nothing too crazy here. Lettuce, beans, this is a blue lake variety, a bush bean. What I could have done is grabbed pole beans and had them come up this trellis, but I'd rather grow the pole beans in the backyard and not have them get all crazy. Plus you're blocking a lot of the back of the front bed garden here if you were to do pole beans. Sometimes what I like to do is just pop them all out at once, get that part of the job done, and then we'll go ahead and pot these up.
Well, it looks like you could use another row of lettuce here.
Oh, look who it is.
A little surprise gift.
The hermit came through. All right, that's done. It's on to the low urban round bed, which we're gonna put something really random in, blue jade corn. Before we actually get to the corn, these carrots have been in here for way too long. In fact, if you look at this one, which we just harvested, let me find it for you real quick. You can actually see it was starting to produce a seed head. So I decided to pull it. This one might be a little woody. I guess we'll find out when we crunch into it after we process this in the back. But I think it's time to take all the carrots out. Jacques got the handy snow shovel in San Diego, California. Let's just start cranking on these.
Sure.
And you know, Jacques, we struggled to germ these a couple times. Yeah. But now I have to say, the low and slow carrot method seemed to work because these are kind of old.
Yeah,
they're kind of old.
That's true. That's why some of them are bolting.
Yep.
They think they've lived for 2 years, so they're starting to produce seed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I want to say we put these in the fall for sure, right?
Yeah. No, we definitely put them in around fall.
And look, I mean, you're not going to get perfect ones every time. You can actually still eat this, but there's plenty of fantastic carrots here.
Maybe I'll take some of these home.
Maybe, you know, you might need to. Honestly, this time you might actually need to.
I gotta say, I really like the smell.
Fresh carrot.
Oh, it smells so good.
And it's like it's almost like a perfume in the air.
Yeah,
you could be 5 feet away, you could still smell it.
Yeah.
I knew that would be a good one. I knew that would be a good one.
I'm gonna pull the ones that have that long stalk.
Yeah.
That's like on the way of bolting. It's just not gonna be as good.
Bets on this one.
That's gonna be this big.
Okay. Oh, how wrong you are, my friend. This guy's just such a hater on my growing. Such a hater.
Right.
Oh! Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. I actually don't know how to feel about this one.
Oh,
The shape is a little disconcerting. Whoa!
that's organic.
That's organic. Don't panic. It's organic. Look at this.
I'm gonna do a little.
Oh, you're gonna throw it over the back like a bindle? Hold on, hold on.
You gotta look over your shoulder.
Hold on, the
after.
bindle boys will be back later. See you on the flip side, bro. Eyes up here.
Eyes up here.
So the carrot harvest is in the backyard. It's cooling off, put a little water on it, get the field heat off. But now I've got this really interesting corn. We planted it last year, and I think we had medium to good success with it. It's blue jade sweet corn. So this one, I'm gonna read you the label because it's kind of funny. This petite sweet corn can be grown in small spaces, including containers, planted in blocks. So that's exactly what we're gonna do here. And this is from Hudson Valley Seed. So as far as a circular bed, this is the Birdie's Urban Short Round. It's this corten steel bed. I really like the look of it. The corten steel patina is kind of like a different look than this corrugation. But what we're gonna do here is try to space it about 6 to 8 inches apart. It's kind of hard in a circular container, but I'm just gonna go kind of in a spiral around. So we'll start off with one in the middle here, and we can space it 8 inches off from this central point. So in goes about 2 per hole. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna come out to about here and start to just make my holes first. And from there, I will get on with the rest of the planting. And I think we can probably come in a little bit here. And then I'm gonna bisect the distance here and coming out to here, right? So this is kind of a good way to cram a lot into a circular planting design. Do one there, we'll do one there. You want enough of corn that you actually get the cross-pollination or the wind pollination effects that corn is known for. So corn is a wind pollinated plant. The tassels up top need to be jostled by the wind. The pollen falls down onto the silks. So that's why you need a lot of corn in one spot. So in this goes. Jock, you're back there.
I'm gonna top this off and then amend it a little bit.
Rounding out that bed. And these are really the last 2 beds that we need to plant in this front yard for spring into summer. We'll probably do some swapping here and there, but I'm pretty stoked. We've got a good mix of like classic summer stuff.
Yeah.
We have some spring stuff we're pushing. We have some flowers, and it should be a really productive season in the front yard here. The front area is now mostly planted out. Over here, of course, the blue jade corn. Over here is tomatoes, basil, and alyssum. Then we have direct sown beans and transplanted beans, lettuce and beans. Nothing in this one quite yet. Over here we have the Alaskan nasturtium and sunflowers. This, I've got a summer cauliflower, so that should be pretty interesting. We'll see if that one works out. We have some squash right here. We put some potatoes in, but they got dug up by raccoons, so I have to swap that out. I've got cucumbers, borage, and basil there. Here's our strawberry bed you guys saw pretty recently. We've got tomatillos, alyssum, and dark opal basil, as well as a little borage. And then I've got squash and sunflowers right here. The only thing that you haven't seen in a bit, first of all, our mint bed is really coming into its own. San Juan Cabbage Toronto, we're gonna have to hold a funeral for it. It died. And I'll do that in a different video. Emotionally, I can't handle that right now. And then over here, I've got potatoes, lettuce, and spinach. Front yard is more or less done for the day. There's some trees to plant. There's this asparagus bed to put in. We gotta level this soil. We actually had a huge pile of soil here that we just moved right there because we really want the asparagus bed here. Bobka's showing off her little booty. So that's gonna be for another episode, guys. Say goodbye to Bobka. Good luck in the garden and keep on growing.